evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. Tonight we're going to deviate from the regular schedule because we have reached the end of the year, and tonight we're going to bring you some of the highlights of Newsleader throughout 2016. We'll have that for you in just a moment.
His word brought life, his life brought love into this world. We hope that you share that love and that life this Christmas.
Love came down to earth, and that's what this season's all about. I believe it's something that a whole lot more of us could use a lot of. And from all of us to all of you,
Merry Christmas!
A woman suffering from an apparent medical condition crashed her truck into a van parked next to Lightning Lube on Monday afternoon, causing extensive damage to both the van and the Lightning Lube building. I spoke to Lightning Lube General Manager Jeff Meacham.
Car come proceeding down the hill here, down Jackson Street, and it just kind of jumped our curb, run into one of our customers' vehicles, and it kind of pushed in the front corner of the structure. Now we're waiting on a structural engineer to show up tomorrow, and then we'll know the extent of the damage and what all we have to do.
West Middle School hosted Tennessee Tech University's STEM program last week. STEM is a program where students learn about science, technology, education, and mathematics in a fun and interactive environment.
This week I've come here with two other College of Engineering ambassadors, Jake Raymaker and Kristen Vargas, and myself, Logan Smith. We have come to teach these kids about STEM education. We brought with us bench robots, we have windmills, and so we have rockets as well. And we want to teach these kids about STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And so in these projects that we brought with us, like the bench robots, we can program them to follow your finger around. They can move around, and so what it is it's a program that these kids go into, and they can literally write programs and program these robots just like these other complicated robots are programmed, like the robots that build our cars and factories, and then the robots that vacuum our houses. And we're teaching them about aeronautics with the rockets and windmills, how windmills and generators work through that technology. All week we've had kids ranging from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and we've been here teaching these kids Monday through Friday, and all the kids, no matter what age group they are, they pick up on these things so quick. I mean, these young minds, they're on the technology, and they're just so fast to learn on these things, no matter how old they are. We're trying to inspire kids about the new cutting-edge technology and about college too, and trying to give them our college experiences, and just let them know that the higher education is the way to go, and we really just want to inspire these kids to go to college and have a great education.
My name is Jake Raymaker, and I'm out here at West Middle School teaching the middle school students about science, technology, engineering, and math. And today we are assembling windmills and we're designing the most efficient windmill possible. And they're learning about renewable resources such as wind energy during this process. So the students today are creating, again, an efficient windmill design. They're able to change the pitches of the blades, as well as add different numbers of blades to the windmills.
I'm Kristen Vargas. I just finished my freshman year at Tennessee Tech. I'm majoring in chemical engineering. I'm an engineering ambassador, and through the school I volunteered with the STEM Center and the STEM Mobile to be a Makers on the Move. And I represent our Tennessee Tech's engineering and its students all in one. Today we have an activity with the straw rockets. The kids, they're given materials, and their job is to use basic engineering skills, hypothesize, and evaluate which shapes of fins and how much clay they should put on their straws to make it fly the farthest. I explained to them the basics. I start off telling them what the activity is, what we're going to be doing, how it relates back to actual rockets, and how to use the rocket launchers. And then I give them the materials, let them go into groups, and try to work in teams.
We are now doing STEM Week, and what STEM Week is a whole bunch of STEM activities for everybody to enjoy, not just the after-school clubs. Right now this is rocket launching, and this will help with if you want to become an engineer.
I'm Brianna Aldrich.
I'm Olivia Allard. And I'm Luke Roselle.
The STEM program has done a lot this year. We are in 6th grade and we love school because of STEM.
STEM teaches us a lot about life, of what we're going to continue to do throughout life, and it teaches you like aerodynamics and stuff that you need to learn so you can like protect yourself and stuff like that. STEM has a big impact on everyone's life because it has the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
A lot of people like art, which they have recently added in STEM. So now it's not called STEM, it's called STEAM, but we still like the name STEM better.
I'm Caroline Nix.
And I'm Elizabeth Arnett.
And we are in Miss Daniel's STEM and GEMS group.
We do all sorts of things, such as something called Connects, which is using little blocks and energy sources to make such as roller coasters, which actually have carts that will go down them. They're really cool. We have a lot of things we do. Also, like, we have an outdoor garden, which we have our boots
and aprons.
The aprons are for everything from cooking to gardening to just
planting.
Doing some messy science experiments. It's
to
just
planting
really
our flowers. We did spaghetti towers where we had a big bowl of spaghetti noodles and marshmallows.
We also have a 3D printer, which is amazing. We've actually made some necklaces, like little dog paw blue necklaces that are connected to a chain, and we can wear and buy them at our school store.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
3 years after an injury kept him from being a first-round draft choice, Tullahoma's Jordan Sheffield was picked by the Los Angeles Dodgers with the 36th overall selection in the first round of the Major League Draft last Thursday night. Sheffield underwent Tommy John surgery in 2013 when he was a senior at Tullahoma High School. He accepted a scholarship offer from Vanderbilt University, where he rehabbed his right arm and spent last season alternating between the bullpen and starting assignments. Sheffield became a full-time starter this year and was the ace of the Vandy staff, finishing the season with an 8-6 record and a 3.01 ERA while striking out 113 batters in 101.2 innings. At one point during the season, Sheffield pitched 32 consecutive innings against SEC opponents without giving up an earned run. His selection in the draft should earn him somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.8 million signing bonus. When asked by WSMV Television in Nashville what he intended to buy when he received his bonus, Sheffield replied he hadn't really thought about it, but intended to do some things for his parents and grandparents.
Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival wrapped up Sunday night. Our producer Philip Scoggins brings us some of the music highlights.
whiskey. Holy sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned. I just stay stoned all the time.
Haven't held aside, but they both are satisfied. Illuminate the north on the vacant seaside. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow you into the dark.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Centers of America.
Welcome back. Former Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Director Joe Moon was tragically killed in an automobile accident early Thursday morning when his truck was struck by a car fleeing police officers. The police chase had originated in Manchester when a car occupied by an 18-year-old girl and a 20-year-old man was stopped for a traffic violation by Coffee County deputies. The pair fled officers, and the chase eventually ended in Tullahoma when the suspect's vehicle struck Moon's truck at the corner of Jackson and Carroll Street around 12:15 a.m. Thursday morning. Moon, who was on his way to a late-night workout, died at the scene of the accident. He was 66 years old and had recently retired from his full-time job with the Recreation Department, but continued to work in a part-time capacity. The suspects were injured and transferred to Tenova Heart Regional Medical Center in Tullahoma. The names and conditions of the suspects have not yet been released. Moon was well known and hugely popular in the Tullahoma community, especially among the thousands of young people he had mentored in his many years with the Tullahoma Recreation Department. A resident of Life Care Center in Tullahoma realized a lifelong dream last week when despite being confined to a wheelchair, he was able to go skydiving. Newsleader's John Gray brings us this story.
Terry, take the lead, and we'll get the story behind this. Terry coming out of his van here, and Terry is a patient at Life Care Center of Tullahoma, and he has wanted to take a skydive, and that's what's getting ready to happen today. Terry is going to take a skydive. This is the skydiving center, and you can see where they tie the chutes up and have all their gear out here.
City of Tullahoma, certificate of recognition presented to Terry O'Brien on behalf of 18,655 citizens that call Tullahoma home, and by the authority vested in me as Mayor Pro Tem of Tullahoma, I now therefore proclaim in recognition of your first skydiving jump Wednesday, August 31st, 2016. That's today. Terry O'Brien Day in Tullahoma. And urge and beseech all citizens to recognize it. Very good.
This is Dan Roberts, instructor out here at the Skydiving Center. Dan, what are the circumstances that are different in a skydive like this versus a normal tandem skydive you would do?
Basically, we add an additional harness. It gives us leg control for them. Somebody who can't control their legs, when you jump out, the wind kind of throws them every which way. This harness allows their legs to stay together and back, which gives us more control of the skydive. And then this harness also allows us to pick their legs up for the landing so they don't get hurt.
And here's a young man right here getting the parachute ready to go. And this is going to be great fun for everybody involved. This is Jenny Beal with Life Care Center of Tullahoma. Jenny, tell us what's going on today, why we're at Tullahoma Regional Airport.
Well, John, we're at the airport because we're going to watch one of our residents, Terry O'Brien, skydive today. He's a 47-year-old who has cerebral palsy, and he expressed his will to want to skydive to one of our CNAs. So between the CNAs and the family of Terry O'Brien, they have come together and set this all up and made a dream come reality. So we're here at the airport to support and watch our residents skydive.
Well, you know, and this is another example of how being at Life Care Tullahoma does not mean that you're caught up in the facility all the time. You folks find ways to get your residents out and get them involved with life and help them live the life that they want to live, no matter what the condition.
Absolutely, and Terry actually typed me, he cannot speak and he cannot stand, but he can type on his computer with a special tool, and he wrote me a letter, and he said that he wanted to do this for all of the handicapped people that have ever been told they can't do something. He just wants people to know that just because people have handicaps doesn't mean that they can't do anything a normal person can do if they have a little help.
Well, that's great. Thank you, and thank Life Care for making this happen.
Oh, thank you, John.
We're gonna go this way.
All right, that's Terry right there. He's coming in there having a big time up there. Big time. He's going right into the sun right now.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam on Monday issued a proclamation declaring a regional ban on burning in 51 counties. That's in response to the ongoing drought and destructive wildfires throughout Middle and East Tennessee. Coffee, Franklin, and Warren counties in our viewing area were included in that burn ban. Newsleader's John Gray spoke with Coffee County Emergency Management Director Alan Lindley.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Gray, and I'm here with Alan Lindley this afternoon, and he is the Director of Emergency Management for Coffee County. And Alan, the Governor, Governor Haslam, has issued a no-burn statement for 51 counties of the counties in Tennessee. what exactly does that mean, and what should our people out there watching understand about how they need to react to this information?
Okay. So normally in the county, they issue burn permits between October and May. Right. You have to call for a permit and tell them, I think all the time you have to do that. So when the governor did the burn ban, what that is in essence done is that's eliminated burning, period. Any outdoor burning. So no burn pits, no campfires, no anything that you're burning outside. It doesn't matter. It's no burning at all outside until we get decent rain. Or the ban is in place until December the 15th, or until we get decent rain.
Decent rain. All right, so that means even if you have a barrel, 55-gallon barrel that you usually burn some trash or sticks or something in, that's a no-go.
That's a no-go now.
Welcome back. Tullahoma residents continue their cleanup efforts from a storm that swept through the area Tuesday night. The National Weather Service said a EF1 or possibly EF2 tornado with winds approaching 105 miles per hour touched down in the city shortly after 9 p.m. Tuesday, causing extensive damage, particularly in the country club in Lake Hills area. Newsleader producer Philip Scoggins recorded this video on Wednesday morning of some of the damage.
We're not going to have Fidel to kick around here.
350 new and pre-owned trucks to choose from. Now is the time to buy. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, Ford of Winchester, and Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. Why buy anywhere else?
The Animal Shelter has served Tullahoma dogs for nearly 30 years. Now, you can help us build a bigger and better no-kill shelter. Your tax-deductible gift is matched dollar for dollar. So come on, bark it forward and donate now to have your tax-deductible gift matched. Make your check payable to the COT Shelter Building Fund and go to tullahomatn.gov to see all the unique gifts available for your generosity. For more details, you can call City Hall at 455-2648.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
And we'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. And we wish you a very, very happy New Year, and you folks stay safe. Good night.